not seeing the colours as well as he should be seeing. I'm looking at the optic nerve, making sure that's nice and healthy. So we're taking a photo of the back of the eye, the retina. I'm going to have a look at your level of vision and just check the prescription.
I wanted to show to everyone else that having any kind of handicap can also be a blessing. And anything that's normal is so fucking uninteresting. Because I didn't learn to read until I was 13. But no one knew I had a dilemma until I was 7 or 8, because I could memorize everything and I could recite it so people thought I was reading. Then I got caught. And then I had to spend my whole fucking school years going in special schools for dyslexia, which is like, you know, I was always made for something great. I was made for something different. I was made for something grand. So I didn't belong there.
I'm going to take these off because I must be feeling quite uncomfortable now.
Seeing is understanding, but it's still subliminal, because cinema is really not about what we see, it's about what we don't see. Creativity is about a two-way experience where you experience something that plants a seed that you didn't deliver back in to whatever it is you're experiencing. And it becomes this circular movement that basically travels with you for the rest of your life. It defines you, forms you, inspires you, scares you. And in that world, good and bad has no meaning, because in the world of this revolution, everything is acceptable, everything is common, and there's something for everyone. That kind of world is where I come from, because it's the future. And I've always felt I came from the future. I can't see that, and I can't see that. I've only really known one woman, and I was out buying her a pair of shoes, and she kept on trying the same 2 pairs on. And I was like, what is wrong with her? Can't she not see that it's the same pair of shoes? And my wife says, oh my God, you're colorblind. Because apparently they were 2 different colors. I don't have any idea of how I would like everyone else to see what I see. I think that I want them more to react. You know, I made out a film about beauty and insanity. And I wanted it to be about women because I wanted to make a film about a 16-year-old girl. And I believe there's a 16-year-old girl in every man, so this was my version of it. You can kind of say that with Drive, I reached a kind of height of male fetish. I made 3 movies about a silent warrior. Matt Mikkelsen played him in Valhalla Rising, Ryan played him in Drive, and Vitaya played him in Only God Forgives. The other characters in my film, certainly from, you know, Only God Forgives and going into the Endearment, there's a very fetishization of many elements of inside of me. But I'm going to leave that to the experts to define, because I don't want to sound too much like an asshole. I was struggling in the beginning because I was making movies more based on how I would like to be perceived. Thought I was born to be the greatest filmmaker of all time, and I sadly realized I wasn't. But then I decided on something else, that with the films I made, I was going to be the best at. And I want to teach my children and all the other people around me that we spend so much time trying to fit in for all the wrong reasons. And in terms of creativity, it's not about that. It's about the exact opposite. But that takes a lot of fucking guts. So it's all about this mathematical approach to forcing yourself to be as instinctually fearless as possible. And the only rule of the game is make sure it makes money. And you do that by basically approaching, as I do, every movie as if it's going to be the last movie. Because if you're going to go out, you're going to go out with a bang.